So first off, before we begin, I think it was February 1st to now. I quit my job at Amazon, and I'm working YouTube and Twitch and Patreon. I'm doing YouTube full time. I'm doing all that full time. So if you want to support the channel by clicking the join button, I think the lowest tier is like $1, or my Patreon is only $1. If you could please support the channel, I would surely appreciate it. But let me tell you something. I just got done watching episode 6, the finale, and it just brought me to a really deep fucking place. I mean, I didn't review episode 5, and I'll touch on it very briefly. I mean, the opening, episode 5 was very, very good. I mean, the opening action sequence with John Walker and Bucky and Sam was so dope. The way that they broke his arm was insane. And the whole sequence with the boat, I thought was great. It's curious seeing these comic book characters behave so much like humans, behave like people, you know. I really loved the crack that Bucky made where he was like, sometimes I forget, and I'm right-handed, so I use my right hand more. Like, I love these little moments, these little Easter egg moments of detail, continuity detail is fantastic. And the whole Sylvester Stallone Rocky style training sequence with Sam was probably the biggest highlight. And there was a comment that fucking Bucky said to Sam about a black man while they were training. I was like, shit. But this episode, this finale. Now, first off, Falcon's suit, Sam's new suit, this was spoiled for me, like, all over social medias. So it's so fantastic that, like, this episode, it's just like, bam, we're just hitting the ground running. My boy, he's got the new suit. Here it is. Here's what it's like, you know. And seriously, seeing Sam in the suit, like, the fact that a black man, because, you know, Isaiah, he was like, you know, no self-respecting black man, whatever, donned the suit. And seeing a black Captain America, and it's actually is cool as fuck, was overwhelming, if I'm being flat out honest with you. Oh my God, I've grown up with comic books, loving Marvel and DC. And I don't know, man. There's something about seeing Falcon as Captain America that makes me fucking emotional. Because at the beginning of this season, you guys know, I didn't like episode 1, but episode 2 to forward, fantastic. And at the beginning of this season, I was like, you know, what are they gonna do? Position Sam to be Captain America? He's not worthy. But man, I don't know. I almost feel kind of choked up thinking about it, seeing him, and that it's so silly because we're talking about fictional characters, we're talking about comic book heroes, but it's the intent behind it. By the way, why the fuck when Bucky was getting, you know, the new suit and the wings for my boy Sam, why the fuck didn't Bucky get a new arm? Okay, my man Bucky, not only does he need a new arm, but like he needs like a fucking, like an arm cannon, like in Berserk. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be talking about Berserk soon, exclusively on Twitch. But this episode was a 10 out of 10. This episode was a 10 out of 10. Not only that, this episode and episode 3 are my top favorites. Okay, particularly in episode 3 when it's Zemo, a super villain, and Bucky and Sam, and they're walking to this song right here. They're walking to this song right here in Magipur or whatever. This like cyberpunk neon colored soaked city, right? that's like underground with all these criminals. They were just vibing out. Marvel just vibing out. Marvel, what are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, you know how much shit I've been talking about Phase 4 because it just looked underwhelming from the outside looking in. Listen to me. What the fuck is Marvel doing? Marvel needs to calm it the fuck down, okay? WandaVision, I loved it. Fuck you. I loved WandaVision. It was a 9 out of 10. It's not my fault that you let your expectations fuck up your judgment of the show. So yeah, WandaVision was a 9 out of 10. And Falcon Winter Soldier, honestly, season 1, Falcon Winter Soldier, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10 as well. And I think that Falcon Winter Soldier is better than WandaVision. So this series, Falcon Winter Soldier season 1, it's a 9 out of 10. They just outdid themselves in this episode. Like the aerial battle sequences with Falcon had me nerdgasming so hard. Like in so many ways, like I don't know that we can ever sort of replace Chris Evans as Captain America, but that aside, this Falcon Captain America is so much cooler. Like the things that he can do, like this nigga can fly. This nigga can he's got the shield. He's got all these like Iron Man like weaponry. He's got this little drone called Red Wing. Like he was whispering to it, and the drone like flew by this helicopter. It was so cool. It kind of reminds me of the relationship that it kind of reminds me of when Ryan Gosling, when he was talking to that drone. Scan here, you know, in Blade Runner 2049 that was flying over his head and he was walking past the tree. It's just, oh my god, it's just so badass. It is just so badass. I remember when he was like, I think Falcon, he was like on a highway and he like went to protect himself, and I think someone else, and he he folded the wings around him to protect him from like debris or like some kind of blast or whatever. I was just like, holy shit. Also, is this like a trans-medium fucking suit? Okay, this nigga, you know, Falcon, he gets knocked into a bunch of giant pipes, falls into the ocean, and just flies right out, you know? Because when he fell into the ocean, I was like, well, I guess Falcon's down for the count. And then this nigga just flew out of the ocean, okay? So it's like, wait, what? Like Falcon could go flying in the clouds. He can like dive into the ocean and just fly back through the clouds, no problem. That's what the fuck. Carly, I love that Carly. They almost gave her like a, you know, Carly feels like something. She feels like a character she feels like a character that was influenced by V for Vendetta, which is very fascinating. And she was on some fucking bullshit when she was fighting Sam. Like Sam was like, I'm not gonna hurt you. Boy, let me tell you something. I would have told her ass to settle down one motherfucking time. The second she didn't settle down, I would have took my shield and been like, and I just fucked up my whole mirror. I would ricochet that goddamn shield around the fucking environment and decapitated that hoe. Tripping. So yeah, her dying, like I could have told you she was gonna die. You know what I'm saying? Fucking Sharon fucking lit her up, fam. I almost thought that Sharon Carter was gonna die, but dude, the fact that we have a black Captain America, that's the Falcon, is so fucking unexpectedly dope. I love the look of the suit. At first, I wasn't sure about the whites, but no, the suit is dope. The suit's dope. I love the red goggles. I love the little moment with Zemo. It makes you wonder, like what else is gonna happen? What else is gonna happen with Zemo in the future? You know, because I love how this show made Zemo charismatic and like cool and like badass. You know what I mean? So. I hope to see Zemo again. It's wonderful what they did with him. And with John Walker's he's now the U.S. agent, you know. And like I love this moment when like Carly runs off. It looks like a SWAT car was about to fall off the ledge of a building, I thought Bucky was gonna catch that shit. But when John was trying to decide whether to be good or bad, it's fascinating. Like, clearly he's going down the villain route, I believe. But it's interesting that he's kind of an in-betweener. It's almost like John Walker is like good and bad, more so leaning on bad. It's just fascinating, morally speaking, to have such a morally complex character. Him quoting Abraham Lincoln, like, what? But, oh yeah, and then Julia Dreyfus, right? Old chick from Seinfeld. Clearly she's like one of the heads of Hydra or something, so I'm curious what the relationship with her and John Walker's going to be like moving forward. But there's just these little, there's a moment where Falcon and Bucky, they're walking down the street. I think it's right after Sam and Bucky, they're walking down the street. I think it's right after Sam just gave that huge monologue in front of all the people recording him in the streets, in front of all the newscasters, in front of the senator, right? And there's a moment where Bucky pats Falcon on his back, touching the shield. There's just certain images here that I think are going to be all-timers for the MCU. I'm serious. Like, the action sequences involving Falcon at the beginning of this episode, just all the action sequences, is some of the best action sequences I've seen in the MCU. Was just awesome. Because of the emotionality behind the action, behind the characters now. It's just amazing. And then when Sam is talking with Isaiah, and then Isaiah's making those hilarious jokes about, like, well, nigga, you might be the new Captain America, but don't get your chest, don't let that chest get too big, okay? You ain't Malcolm X, you ain't Mandela. I love that. And I also love that at the end, Isaiah, he gets his due, The world will now know about him, will learn about him, as this once Black Captain America. I think this, or Black Super Soldier. I think that's just so fantastic. Black representation, you know what I'm saying? Was just so fantastic here. It's interesting that Marvel tried so hard to emphasize like Black excellence. That's just so, damn, Marvel. Why you gotta hit me in the feels like that? God damn. By the way, Sharon being the power broker, I could have told you that from day one, but it's still cool to see. But come on now, we could have been told you that was gonna happen. But man, god damn, it's just like those people being like, so what, are you the new Falcon? Or are you just, and he's just like, no, I'm Captain America. I'm the new Captain America. I don't know what this means. Like, are we going to get a Captain America series? Are we going to get a Black Captain America movie? We have to have a Black Captain America movie, please. Please, Lord. Shit, think about the soundtrack, my niggas. Holy shit. Also, I love what they've done with Bucky here. Like when he's telling that old man, like, yeah, I killed your son, unfortunately. Like, it's amazing that this series made me emotionally attached to Bucky and to Sam. Like, I actually care about them now. That's remarkable. That's remarkable. This series has burrowed deep inside of Bucky and Sam and Sharon and Zemo, and has expanded them and has made them much more rich, much more layered, much more detailed, much more interesting, much more memorable when we think about them and see them moving forward. That's just fantastic. I mean, and with Bucky, like, I hope, maybe this sounds really deep, but like, you gotta think, Bucky's like 100 and something years old. I hope that Bucky has a send-off that's just as good as the send-off for Chris Evans' Captain America. The last minutes that we shared with Chris Evans, Captain America, I hope that's reflected in Bucky. I hope when it's time for Sebastian to lay down the arm, he needs a new arm. I don't know. I hope that Bucky has a grand finale. You know, I feel like Bucky, he deserves a proper death, a proper send-off. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn, Marvel. Goddamn. What have you done? This episode was a 10 out of 10. This season was a 9 out of 10. Better than WandaVision. I'm kind of just overwhelmed. Damn. We have a black Captain America now. That's so fucking cool, man. Yeah, I don't know, but what would you think about this episode? For me, I thought that this episode, honestly, it was just overwhelming. I mean, seeing black characters represented, mainly Sam, represented so well, you know. They tried doing this with Black Panther, and I was like, but here it feels more authentic. It feels more genuine. What they're trying to say to black people, Marvel, and I just love that. You know, that one moment when from a few episodes back, when Sam and Bucky are walking down the street and they see that little kid. Oh man, I almost start tearing up. But they're walking down the street. They see that little black kid, and that kid's like, "What are you, the Black Falcon?" And he's like, "No, what are you, just black kid?" You know, and damn, Marvel, damn. You know, for me, you know, I'm doing the transition to become a full-time YouTuber, so I've been struggling, but I don't know, just seeing, I don't know, maybe it's dumb, but I know it's stupid because it's like fictional characters, but there was something about seeing Sam. Fuck. There was just something about seeing Sam represented as he was in the finale that it just really got to me. Fuck. Shit. It's not something you see often. Goddamn. Anyway, shit. Maybe some people will hate that there's a black Captain America, but not me. God damn it. I appreciate what you've done here, Marvel. And yeah, like I said, this was a 10 out of 10 episode. Season 1 is a 9 out of 10. All right.